Good afternoon. You're listening to WQKE-LP 93.9 FM out of Plattsburgh, New York. Today is your not 3 o'clock, but 2 o'clock sports report with Desmond and Liam. Desmond, how's your 2 o'clock rainy afternoon?
I'm tired, it's raining, and I don't feel good.
That's awesome. The end of the semester's coming up, so.
Thank God.
Thank God, he says. You have to come back early, too.
Oh, yeah, I do, and I'm not happy about it, but
hey,
what are you going to do?
So, basically, there was a pretty cool couple of days in sports, I would say. NHL playoffs are in full swing now. There's an awesome game.
I'd say it's pretty lukewarm, but...
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm. Who's Luke?
Exactly.
No one knows who Luke is, bro.
No one will Luke Skywalker? Just kidding.
No.
All right, so... Basically, the NHL playoffs are in full swing. Baseball season's, still chugging along. The Yankees have won 11 straight. And then basketball playoffs.
Basketball. Oh, is that my cue to start?
That is your cue to start.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, our show is Monday. Were there games on Monday night? Am I tripping? Oh my God! Did I completely miss the games on Monday night?
Yeah, it was the Heat game.
Okay. Well, no one cares about that. Well, basically, I'll sum up the Heat game with this: Doc Rivers needs to be fired. DeAndre Jordan is the worst player in the NBA, and James Harden's not good at basketball.
I wouldn't say he's not good at basketball.
No, he's not. He's not. Yeah, no, he's not good at basketball. He has not been good this season. He's not been good in the playoffs. He is not good at basketball. I've never seen a player go from one of the best, if not best, scorers in the NBA to almost completely unusable on that part of the ball in a span of 2 years like that. Unless it's Rashard Lewis, but even then, he wasn't as high of a caliber scorer as James Harden. What was the other game that night?
The Sun and Mavericks games.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was a blowout in the favor of the Suns. I mean,
they only won by 7,
but it was a blowout for most of the game.
Yeah,
it was a fake comeback. # not real. # not good.
Luke at 45.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's gonna have to do. It's gonna be just like playing the Clippers the last 2 years. He's gonna have to do everything, and they're still gonna probably get swept or gentleman swept because he doesn't have enough around him, and he never has. But, I mean, when you play the Jazz team that is very fake good in the first round, then...
That's such a good way to put it. And has a lot of off-court problems.
Nah. I mean, yeah, but... Nah.
All right.
They suck.
Two good games last night, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the first one wasn't necessarily... I mean, if you're a Celtics fan, it's obviously good, but we had Game 2 of the Bucks and Celtics game. Celtics blew out the Bucks 109-86. Very low-scoring game. Giannis did not play very well, 28 points on 27 shots. No one on the Bucks played well. They shot 16% from 3. I mean, I kind of knew that this was going to happen. Giannis didn't really have an efficient game 1 either because they're going to wall him off and make him have to pass and then rely on the role players to hit their shots, and they really didn't in this game. And I said, after game 1, I said... that everyone on the Celtics played horrifically and they lost by 12. Imagine if literally one player on that team played well game 1. And now you had 3 players on that team play well and they won by almost 20. That says a lot about that team and how far they could go against a Bucks team. Because if they can manage to shut down Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and Giannis in back-to-back series, who won't, they're going to be able to stop literally anyone.
I mean, I agree with you in that sense, but I do think that the Bucks are still the champs in my mind. They're still reigning champions. And
they're still reigning champions.
But on top of that, I don't like counting out, I didn't like counting out the Bucks, ironically, in the playoffs for football until they were out. And this is the same thing here. Giannis is such an X factor, and I don't know, I'm not a big fan of just being because everybody on the Celtics played him.
How did you bring football into this?
What?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
So, this playoffs, right? I said it on the we weren't doing the show then, but if we were doing the show, I would have said this. I never counted out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers until they
lost to the Rams.
They almost won that game.
Yeah, because of nothing that really had to do with them. Cam Akers fumbled twice.
Yep.
The center snapped the ball over Stafford's head. That was nothing really to do with Brady or anything. It was just more of unlucky. But regardless...
I'm still a big ride or die with the former champions.
Okay, I get that. But the point is, this is 2 pretty bad scoring games from Giannis. And it's probably not going to get any better.
I don't know. Last year, he did the same thing in the finals. Yes, he had 2 bad games. Game 1 and 2, they lost. He lost those games.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he played bad. He played well and they lost. No, he played well.
I don't know. I didn't think he played too well. I would like to find his actual
well
stats.
Loss. I will. Okay, let's go right now, right here, right now. 2021 NBA Finals games. Go on. Sports Reference.
Yeah, there you go.
Basketball.
Well, my point is that I think that they're going back to Milwaukee, which is good for the Bucks, and I do think this is going to be a lot closer to a series than you're making it out to be.
Well,
because
I think it's
every
be a close
single
series,
player,
but...
every single player on the Celtics shot well last night and played really, really well.
Which is what they've been doing all playoffs. It was one game, and they usually, bro.
What?
Giannis had 42 in Game 2.
What do you have in Game 1?
I don't know. Let me look. Bucks.
Oh, here we go.
Really
Anticipation.
Low. Giannis had. Wait, what am I looking at here? This is their per game. This is no. This is not what I want.
Okay. Well, while Desmond's working on that, I think they're going back home. They're more experienced too, and I don't know. I'm not a big fan of counting out Giannis. For the Celtics, their defense is very impressive. And I'm not trying to disregard that, but locking up KD and Kyrie is a whole.
Giannis had 20 points on 55% from the field and 50% from three in Game 1.
What do you have in Game 2?
He had 41 in Game 2, like I said.
What was
so
his
he
shooting?
Played quite well. It doesn't matter. It's 41 points from Giannis. It's not going to be an inefficient 41.
But I don't know.
No, the point is he didn't play well. He didn't play poorly. It's that his team around him played poorly. But now you have not only his team playing poorly around him, but he is playing poorly. There's no way around it.
I guess, but I'm just trying to say that this locking up Kevin Durant and Kyrie is a whole different ballgame than locking up Giannis.
And
so I think...
Yeah, but they're locking up. Right now, it is offensively, purely scoring the ball, they're locking up Giannis. He's had 2 bad offensive games.
I can't believe that 30's a bad game. But then again, he did take 27. He had 30 points last night, essentially, 28.
He had 28 points on 27 shots.
We'll see. We'll see
if
where
you
the
shoot
series
the ball
goes.
27 times and you have one more point than shot attempt, that's not a good game.
I just want to put it this way. I do think that Giannis is going to have his game at some point.
Yeah, he probably will, but
he needs to bring back the Black Air Forces.
Anything that he matches, anything he puts up, Jalen and Jason are going to match. Then you have Grant Williams, who had 21 last night. Then you have Al Horford, who's been going off all playoffs. Then you have Robert Williams, who's still going to be there playing great defense. Their defense is too much for any player.
Yeah, but you
in
think
the NBA
all 5 of those players are going to play well like they did last night?
Okay,
every single player on their offense played extremely well.
Okay.
You think that's
not every single player. Al Horford did not have a very good offensive game. Derek White shot over 6 from the field. It's not that. It's just the fact that Jalen and Jason have been tremendous all playoffs. They've won bad game one alongside the entire team playing poorly. They lose by 12. Now they all play well. Just those 3 of Williams, Jalen, and Jason, no Marcus last night, and they win by almost 20. That says something.
We'll see. I'm not big on counting out the Bucks yet.
I'm not either, but I'm just saying this is 2 bad offensive games from Giannis in a row, and honestly, he's not, as much as you hate to say that he's not a shooter, he's not that kind of offensive player to where like he can just completely change his game and start shooting the ball, because it's not going to work for him, really.
I guess, but I don't know. I think, like I said, I think he's going to get his game at some point.
Okay,
and he'll figure it out.
One game.
What?
What's it going to be? One game?
I mean, they only need 3 more wins, so
do
both teams do.
Celtics.
And they're going to Milwaukee.
Ooh,
Giannis plays well.
Shiver me timbers.
He plays well there. It's not like
Shiver me timbers.
It's not like playing in
Milwaukee.
We'll go to the next series because it's not like playing in Golden State.
You
or
have
Memphis.
people like in the stands in Boston calling you horrific things. Like
Yeah.
It's Milwaukee, bro. They're gonna. It's Milwaukee.
Well, you want to talk about a stadium it's hard to play in? Where Memphis is about to go. Speaking of that series.
Well, yeah, I mean Memphis isn't easy places to play in either. I mean,
Neither's Golden.
Yeah, Draymond was saying some stuff like that last night for the game.
Yeah.
But with this, we'll move on to Game 2 of the Warriors and Grizzlies game series last night. The Grizzlies ended up winning this 106-101. Ja had probably the best game in the playoffs so far. 47 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. 15 of 31 from the field, 5 of 12 from 3. Clay and Curry both played pretty bad, especially Clay. Clay shot 5 of 19 from the field, a very bad 2 of 12 from 3. Curry shot 11 of 25 from the field, another very bad 3 of 11 from 3. Draymond, not bad. Not the best, but not bad. Played very good defense on Jaren Jackson.
How'd Poeltl play?
Not bad. 20 points, 8 of 16 from the field. Not bad. But he had foul trouble, 5 fouls. But it just, I mean, the way I look at this, everyone besides Ja played horrifically, and they won by 5. That says a lot. But at the same time, Curry, Clay.
Yeah, but you can also look at it another way too. Ja dropped 47, and they only won by 5 against a team that played horrible. That's how I look at this one more.
Yeah.
Ja dropped 47, and they legit won on the last possession of the game. Essentially.
Yeah, no. Curry is not going to play that bad every game.
No, and now they're going home.
Clay hasn't been very good this series, but he'll be better. Draymond is Draymond. Poole is Poole. They just need guys like Otto Porter, Kuminga to step up a little bit.
Yeah, and then the other story last night is losing Gary Payton in the second.
Yeah, I mean, he's a pretty key player. Dylan Brooks should probably get suspended I'd say 1 to 2 games, because that's one of the dirtiest plays I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Because he literally had no intention of playing defense. He literally ran up and just clubbed him right in the head.
And while he was in the air from behind, it was a complete blindside hit.
Yeah, no, in that injury, like the moment I saw the way his hand landed, I knew it was broken.
And I texted you this, like it was legit 5 minutes after he went into the locker room. They announced he's done for the game.
It's because you could tell watching it what it was.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let's go into the games tonight.
All right, we got 2 games tonight. We have the Heat and 76ers game 2. Heat are 8-point favorites out of right now. And if I have to watch DeAndre Jordan play any NBA basketball for the rest of my life, Doc Rivers is going to need to be fired. I don't like him as a coach. I've never liked him as a coach. In my opinion, he's probably one of, if not the most overrated coaches of all time. He has 1 ring, and it's with one of the most talented rosters of all time, and he's yet to do anything, any other roster. Most blown 3-1 leads in NBA history. He's had a ridiculously talented roster and has done nothing with it outside of 2008, where with a roster of Rondo, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, they won 1 ring.
Oh, no, I agree.
As impressive as even winning 1 ring is, if you have a roster like that, you got to win more than
And you got to think of how many good rosters he's had, including the one he's coaching right now.
Lob City, Lob City, Kawhi and Paul George.
Yep.
And now
this.
Harden.
Embiid,
Tobias Harris, who I usually don't even mention, but he's been really good this playoffs, which is surprising because he's usually pretty bad in the playoffs. Maxey, and right now, obviously there's no Embiid, which isn't good, but a roster of Maxey, Harris, Harden, and that's really it. I mean, they shouldn't. I don't know if I'm going to say they should be winning these games, but it should be closer. Mm-hmm. But when you have, I'm going to say this, the worst player in the NBA on the floor, you're not going to go very far.
Exactly. And I don't think their depth is very unimpressive. It's a very 76ers way to build a team.
No, they don't have much depth.
That's what I'm saying. Your backup center is DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, they should be running like Paul Reed at small ball 5. But Matisse Thybulle is one of the best defenders in the NBA, but has no offense. Danny Green is Danny Green.
Yep.
Shake Milton's having a bad year. Furkan Korkmaz is having a bad year. Georges Niang is terrible. They really don't have much depth. But
Other game tonight,
we have the Suns and Mavericks game 2. As much as I hate to say it, I don't see the Mavericks winning many games in the series.
Yeah.
Because it's just no matter what Luka does, it's purely scoring. Like Devin Booker is gonna come very close to matching. He's not gonna drop 45 like Luka did last game. But, like, he's going to come close. He's going to end up dropping that 25 to 30 alone, let alone what Chris Paul is going to do, what DeAndre Ayton's going to do, what Mikal Bridges is going to do, what Cam Johnson can potentially do. As to where, if you're the Mavericks, like, you'll probably get 15 to not very efficient 15 to 20 out of Brunson. Spencer Dinwiddie plays bad 95% of the time. And then you just have to hope that guys like Dorian Finney-Smith and Maxi Kleber can hit their shots, which they kind of have been thus far in the playoffs, but, I mean, it's just not going to be enough for the Suns team. But, yeah.
Oh, no. And so I agree with you. And I think you put it best right there is that, like, Luka's the only offensive player on that team.
It's going to be like it was the last 2 years when they've played L.A. It doesn't matter what he's going to do because a lot of the star players are going to match his output scoring alone. You know, obviously – guys like Booker, Paul George, Kawhi, they're not going to match his playmaking. Mm-hmm. But, like, there's just nothing he can really do.
Yeah, I agree. So let's transition to the other playoffs going on right now in the NHL playoffs. Desmond's got a lot to say here.
You got that one, bro.
So there was 4 games on Monday night, and I kind of want to do a quick series preview as I'm doing these. The first one is the Hurricanes getting a 5-1 win over the Bruins. This was a pretty big statement win. The Bruins are just a team that they're kind of like any team that has LeBron. Like, they just kind of refuse to die, if that makes sense. Like, this team should be very irrelevant now, and they still aren't. Like, this team won a cup like 9 years ago with almost an identical lineup that they have right now, or not identical, but a pretty similar lineup that they have right now.
Hockey.
Yes.
Wait. No, not Sidney Crosby. That's the wrong team.
We'll get to Sidney Crosby in a second. So Carolina wins this one 5-1. I do think the Bruins will bounce back. They have, like I said, they have such a talented and experienced lineup. Ronta, for some reason, had 35 saves for Carolina, which is pretty amazing. So it's not like the Bruins weren't putting the puck on net, but sometimes it's, just getting those lucky bounces. But 5-1 is a pretty devastating loss. And then we'll talk about a huge blowout when the Maple Leafs blowing out the two-time champion Lightning, who are coming this playoff trying to go 3 straight.
Tampa Bay mitting.
Thank you. Tampa Bay lost that game 5-0. There was a pretty dirty hit in this game, and I believe that caused a suspension. That's kind of been the theme of this playoff so far. It's been pretty aggressive defensive kind of play, which we see every playoff, but there's been a lot of fighting and suspensions going on. I see it all over Twitter right now. Campbell had 24 saves for Toronto in that shutout. I do think this is another team I do think will bounce back for sure in Tampa. Tampa doesn't win. People always forget, like everyone's like, oh, Tampa's done. Tampa doesn't win series by dominating teams. Like, they're not a good example is that the Islanders last year. It took them 7 games to move on and beat the Islanders. Like, they don't dominate teams. They usually have to go pretty toe for toe, but typically they're better. And as offensive or as good as the Leafs are, they're pretty one-dimensional. I feel like all season they've been so offensively reliant, and in the playoffs you just can't. Those teams just don't really succeed. Not one in recent memory I can remember had kind of that exclusively good offense. You need to have that good defensive back end, and I hate to say it, but Campbell's not the most consistent goaltender, and he hasn't been all year. Next game, Blues Wild. Blues won this one 4-0. The Wild are still young, but it's really weird. They're young, but their window is still closing at the same time because they have a couple veterans, and the Blues are really trying to bounce back. I know they have that goaltending situation of being, trying to figure out who to start. I mean, Husso had 37 saves, so that was pretty cool, but and then, of course, a hat trick from Perron in that game. They have a guy, fun fact, they have a guy on their team, Tony Krug's his name. He had 3 assists. We talked to his brother when we wrote that article.
Wait, that's actually his brother?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So Adam Krug, the coach of Adrian College Hockey, we talked to when we wrote an article, and his brother plays in the NHL. Yes, fun fact for you. And had 3 assists in this game. Pretty cool stat. This is a little bit of a series that's kind of hard for me. I feel like it's a bit of a toss-up, but I mean, the Blues have the experience. I mean, they're the last team not named Tampa Bay Lightning to win a cup. So we'll keep going on. Kings and Oilers, a 4-3 game. This was a pretty great, I think this might end up being a pretty good series. The Kings are definitely do you watch Urinating Tree ever? The YouTuber Urinating Tree?
What?
You never heard of him?
No, I can't say I've ever heard of Urinating Tree.
He's like the best sports YouTuber, one of my favorite sports YouTuber. He said it best that the Lightning, oh my goodness, the Kings are ahead of schedule on their rebuild. And this is a good example of that, picking up a big win. Edmonton's playoff struggles definitely continuing, but Connor McDavid scored a beautiful goal in that game. It'll be interesting to see how they respond. I believe the game's tonight, but we'll get to that in a second. I want to talk about the Penguins game last because that was a game I watched, but Flames with a 1-0 win on the Stars. I think the Stars window is officially closed. I don't know why they're still trying to keep doing this playoff thing. They believe they only had like 16 shots last night, which is absolutely embarrassing in that 1-0 win for Calgary. And Calgary's got an interesting situation because Johnny Gaudreau is heading to free agency, so he's trying to make a bang for his way out. And then the other game is this is I think the biggest blowout of the playoffs so far. Avalanche with a 7-2 win. Nathan McKinnon 2 goals. I believe Landeskog's out, so these other guys like McKinnon, Makar will have to step up big time, and they both did. 3 combined goals between them, and I believe 6 combined points between them. I think the Predators just drew a bad straw, would be a good way to put it, and they're going to have to face this Avalanche team that is really, really strong offensively, but I think this might come back to hurt them. It'll be interesting to see how they play out the rest of the playoffs. Next, Capitals-Panthers. This is a series a lot of people are calling for the upset in the Capitals. They do have a lot more experience than the Panthers for sure. The Panthers are kind of a newcomer to the scene, a big offensive team. These are the types of teams that have come into the playoffs on a high horse but have struggled in history, and that was seen in this first game, giving up 3 goals in the third period, losing 4-2 to the Capitals. I don't really know where I want to go with this series personally. like I said, a lot of people are calling upset. I can see it going either way, but the Panthers will probably get their game back, especially playing at home. And then obviously the most epic game of the night, and I think the most interesting series, Penguins and Rangers.
Epic.
I mean, it went into triple overtime. That's a pretty epic game.
That's pretty epic.
The game-winning goal by Evgeny Malkin, who ended up having 2 points. Kind of a really bad sequence of events, I would say. I don't know if you saw it. You probably didn't.
Nope.
So basically there was a turnover in the offensive end. Malkin comes in to screen the goaltender. Someone just puts a shot on net. Like, the puck's up, like, near his shoulder, and he just kind of puts a stick back and just tips it down with the blade of his stick past Shesterkin, who I believe had, he had 79 saves yesterday. Yeah. The Rangers goaltender, and that's how the Rangers are going to win this series, or if they do, are going to win the series, is on the back of really good goaltending in Shesterkin. But I mean, the Penguins have a lot of experience. That's a team we've talked a lot about windows so far, or I have. Their window is officially closing. Like, they don't have a lot of time left, especially contract-wise. So, like, this might be Crosby and Gensel's really last big shot at winning a cup. They've been very disappointing last 2 seasons. Last year got knocked out by the Islanders. The year before knocked out by the Canadiens. The year before that knocked out by the Islanders. It's been a very disappointing run for them for a team that was formerly dominant. I can see this is the type of team I can really see catching fire. One of my closest buddies is a big Penguins fan, so we've been talking about it a lot. I'm very, very excited for this Penguins team. It's weird because I'm an Islanders fan, but I don't really actively hate these Metropolitan teams. Like, I don't really hate the Rangers. I think they're a very interesting team to watch. I really like Shesterkin. I really like Panarin, even though Panarin really should have signed to the Islanders a couple years ago, but we're not going to talk about that. 4 games tonight, Bruins and Hurricanes. Carolina is favored. Games in Raleigh. Not heavily favored. I mean, I can see this. This is a big game, game 2. As it'll either be tie or the Hurricanes will be up 2-0. Would be... I think I'm going to go Hurricanes here. I think they're going to ride the kind of coming into that momentum. Then Lightning, Maple Leafs, I'm pretty confident the Lightning are going to get their game back and tie this one up, kind of recover after that very disappointing game on Monday night. But, I mean, it is in Toronto, so we'll see. Blues Wild. I think the Blues are ended up just going to run away with this series. As much as I really like the Wild, but as much as I hate to say that. And then Kings Oilers, this is one that can go completely any way. It was such a close game in the first one. I'm definitely excited for that battle. Got any MLB thoughts, Desmond?
Baseball.
Thank you.
I have a parlay going right now with I usually don't like to bet too much on baseball because it's such a random sport.
It's so random.
But I did one today. I need Mark Canha and Dansby Swanson to get 1 hit. And Dansby Swanson went up and has 0 hits, and Canha has yet to bat.
Sweet.
So I'm not feeling very confident anymore in my bet.
Definitely an interesting one. Monday night games, the Cardinals won. The White Sox ended up taking down the Angels. That's pretty much the most interesting game of the day. Of course, the Yankees beat the Blue Jays. Like I said, Yankees on an 11-game winning streak. Also, the Braves beat the Mets that day. So
yeah, I didn't see that.
Whatever.
Mets better.
You know, New York and LA are like the most dominant cities right now in baseball. For the respective teams in those cities, all are leading their division. The Dodgers are on top. Angels, Mets, and Yankees are all leading their respective division, which is such a cool stat.
Mets better.
I don't know. The Yankees have won 11 straight.
The Mets. Meet the Mets. Come on.
Speaking of the Mets, they got their game back, ended up beating the Braves, and then they ended up beating the Braves twice,
I'm
actually.
going to say we had a doubleheader and we won both.
Yep. The Yankees with the 9-1 win last night. A little bit of a controversial play with Guerrero. If anyone wants, I don't know if you heard about it.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
So LeCastro, sorry, only a moment, was running from third, and I can't even remember, but he was about to get tagged, and he kind of like deked him around it, but Guerrero kind of got his glove on him. It was really hard to tell. And also they were mad, too, because LeCastro kind of ran under the baseline while getting out of Guerrero's way, but he still scored on the play. So I believe he scored or went back to third. I don't know. I wasn't really paying much attention, honestly. I was paying more attention to hockey. The Red Sox won yesterday, beating the Angels 4-0. I think the standings have stayed essentially the same. Let me look here.
Oh, yeah, our show was 2 days ago. I'd assume they were about the same.
Yeah. The Blue Jays lost their first series against the Yankees, too.
I did see that because, I think either Vlad or someone made a tweet like, "Oh, we haven't lost a series in 2022 yet," and it was the baseball Twitter accounts like baseball images that precede unfortunate events. And
there's your baseball update. Next week I'll definitely go back with the hockey. Sorry to go on a long little tangent there, but it's very interesting if you want to watch games.
Hockey.
Thank you. All right, we're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we have a cool Sporcle quiz for you guys, and then we'll hit us with our classic Weddle, Poeltl, and possibly Wardle if we feel up to it. So, welcome back to WQKE for your 2 o'clock sports report as Desmond struggles with the microphone. All right, we're back. So, basically, we kind of wanted to cram our sports stuff into the first half of the segment. So, the second half of the segment, we can play our games that we usually play. Makes sense. Keep it organized.
Weddle.
So we're going to start with Weddle. We'll start with our favorite player,
Daniel Jones, NFC East, 6'5".
Stop.
It's a tight end, and the tight end is going to be, hold on, it's going to be Dallas Goedert.
Why?
Nope, but it's going to be Dallas.
It's going to be Dalton Schultz.
It's Dalton Schultz. Okay, cool.
Boom!
Okay,
3 guesses.
All right, hard time.
All right, hard
Andrew Thomas.
Man, we are doing a speed run here.
Okay. 6'5" again on the offense in the NFC. Wow, that's actually a lot. Okay, so if he's 6'5", he's not an offensive tackle. It's probably another tight end.
Within the age of 23.
Or it's a really big guard. So let's type in a guard. Who's a really big guard?
This is where you're better at it.
Brandon Brooks. Wait, no, that's the NFC East. He's not a big. Nope, Alex Kappa's in the AFC now. I'm trying to think here. Oh, we'll try Elkton Jenkins. It's not a guard, but he's in the NFC North and he's 6'5". So is it a tight end? And is it
NFC North?
NFC North. Is it? What's the name of the tight end of the Bears? I don't know.
I don't know his name.
Could it be a center? Usually aren't centers that tall, but I'm trying to think of one of the centers.
I can't believe you knew that Elkton Jenkins was 6'5".
Yeah. Let me think here.
So basically, he's in the NFC North. He's 6'5". Definitely.
Let's see if it's a tight end. Let's check Irv Smith. No, not Ive. Irv Smith. It is not a tight end, and it's offense. Oh wait, is it a quarterback? I didn't even think about it. It could be a quarterback.
NFC North quarterback. Could we guess Justin Fields?
I don't think he's 6'5".
Oh, no, it's not a quarterback.
Hold on. What is that age? So he is
older than 23. He's 24 or 25.
So it's a 24 or 25-year-old NFC East, possibly
NFC North.
NFC North. It's got to be a guard. Or no, it's got to be a center maybe?
Who's a center in the NFC
I'm
North?
trying to think. I don't know. Bears, Lions. Lions have Frank Ragnow. I think it might be Frank Ragnow. Yep, it's Frank Ragnow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was smooth.
Yeah. That's the
2 for 2.
Thank God. That's the only center I know in that division. And that's because he's really good. All right. What about Poeltl?
Poeltl time. Start with Mr. R.J. Barrett.
Hold on. Gotta load it.
Oh, no. We should stop doing R.J. Barrett.
Alexander Barrett Jr. That's not bad.
No, because he's a forward and guard, so he really doesn't give us much.
Well, when one day the player is R.J. Barrett, I'm going to laugh meticulously at you.
All right. Well,
all right.
Above 6'6", so tall.
He's
either
6'7" or 6'7", 6'8", so he's probably a forward, and he's older than 21, and he's on the Atlantic Division. So we will go with who's a really random funny player I can do. Oh, Tony Snell.
Herb Jones.
He's not that tall, but it's okay.
Nothing.
Tony Snell is on the Pelicans?
Oh, my goodness. Yep, Tony Snell is on the Pelicans.
Shout out Tony Snell. Anyways.
Herb Jones. Just kidding.
Big time Herb Jones. Bro, so before we go on, because we like to talk about 2K every now and then, they did the roster update where all the injured players that were on the playoff teams, like they're back in the game now.
Yep.
Dude, I was hitting so many threes with Zion last night for no reason at all. He doesn't even have a high 3-point rating, and his jump shot is very bad in the game, but I could just hit him. It was pretty funny. Let's try like Rui Hachimura. Okay, so he's a forward and he's 6'7".
Not Southeast.
Right, you think I know the divisions?
I don't, because they aren't relevant anymore.
No, they never have been.
The East NBA division.
Is it Kelly Oubre? The sexy man?
Okay, I have the divisions right here.
Oh, because that's also Southeast. Okay.
So it's Central. So it's Cavs, Bulls, Pistons, Pacers, or Bucks.
Is it Chris Middleton? Nope. But we have a lot now. Who is in the Central Division again?
1 second. Cavs, Bulls, Pistons, Pacers, Bucks.
So we have it's a 6'7" forward from the Central Division who is, but he's either 27 or 28. He's 27. So
Okay.
we have a 27-year-old forward
In the Central
Division. Cavs, no. Bulls, no. Bucks, we know it's on the Bucks. Pistons, I don't even know who's on the Pistons anymore.
Is it Kate Cunningham? Just kidding.
No. What were the other teams?
Pacers.
T.J. Warren.
Nope.
Nope. He's 6'8".
That
But he's
fits.
not 28. So he's
27.
27. No, I said 27, right?
Yeah.
So
Numbers bigger than one.
6'7", and he's. I only have two more guesses. Not even. No, yeah, I have two more
I have
guesses.
two more.
Okay, so he's not on the Bucks or the Pacers. So he's on the Bulls, the Cavs, or what was the other team?
The Bulls, Cavs, or Pistons?
Pistons. So the Cavs.
Run through the Bulls starting lineup.
Well, the Bulls, you have Levine. It's not Levine. DeRozan, it's not DeRozan. Not Vooch. Not Patrick Williams. Not Io. Not Kobe White. Not. I mean, is it Derek Jones? I think it might be Derek Jones. Nope. But he's on the Bulls. So we have one last guess, and it's between the Cavs and the Pistons. So the Cavs, you have Garland, no. Sexton, no. Okoro, no. Kevin Love, no. No. Markkanen, no.
Jared Allen.
Chetty, it might be Chetty Osman, but I really don't want to put my last guess on Chetty Osman.
We got to run through the
Pistons?
Yeah.
Cade, no. Corey Joseph, no. Killian Hayes, no. Stewart, no. Kelly Olynyk, no.
I'll do it.
Sadiq Bey, no.
Chetty Osman. Why is his name spelled C-E-D-I?
I don't know, it's Chetty Osman, bro.
Great job. It is Chetty Osman.
It's Chetty Osman? Okay. I thought that, because I didn't know who else it could be, but I really didn't want to make my last guess Chetty Osman. Look at that. Like, that's not an NBA player.
No,
that's like a dude that serves you like a sub in a really shady-looking sub place.
It's like hard Poeltl, but it's regular.
All
right, today's Sporcle quiz. Desmond, can you name the NBA scoring champions from 2018 to 1947?
I don't know about 47.
And you have 10 minutes.
Try. Okay. 2018.
Yep.
Harden? What's the team?
Yes, it's Harden.
All
Thunder 2017.
Westbrook. No. Katie.
Well, I put in Westbrook and it gave you a lot of them. Okay, so Westbrook's 2017.
Okay.
2016 Warriors.
Curry.
Then it's Westbrook in 2015.
Yep.
Durant in 2014. 2013 Knicks.
Melo.
Also, I put in Westbrook and Jerry West came up.
Yeah,
so.
I was going to say that's what happens a lot.
Anthony 2013. 2012 Durant. 2011 Durant. 2010 Durant.
That's ridiculous.
2009 Heat.
D-Wade.
Yep. 2008 Cavs. 2008 Cavs.
LeBron.
Yep. He only has one scoring champion.
Yeah.
2007 Lakers.
Kobe.
Okay, that's two of them. 2005 76ers.
Iverson?
Yep, and a lot of them.
Yeah.
2005 Iverson. 2004 Magic.
T-Mac.
How do you spell that?
MC Grady.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Sorry. Okay. T-Mac. Iverson.
Isn't 2000 or 2001 is going to be the Pistons, right?
No, 2001's Iverson. So 2000's Lakers.
Oh, so 99 would be the Pistons. I know Jerry Stackhouse. So wait, 2000 was what? The Lakers?
2001 Lakers.
Shaq.
Oh my God, I can't spell this guy's name.
O''Neal.
Okay. Shaq. Then 1999's Iverson. So 1998's Bulls.
When did Stackhouse... Did Stackhouse... No, Stackhouse led the league in scoring. Hold on a minute. We'll get into that. Jerry...
Do you want me to pause it?
Yes. Jerry Stackhouse stats. I know he averaged 30, but I could have sworn he also led the league in scoring. Okay, he didn't. He just averaged 30. Okay. Anyways.
Resume. 1998 Bulls.
Jordan.
Fun fact that comes up for a lot of them.
I was going to say.
Okay, so Jordan 98, Jordan 97, Jordan 96, 1995 Shaq, 1994 Spurs.
Dave Robinson? No, not 94.
Yes, it is.
It is, okay.
93 Jordan, 92 Jordan, 91 Jordan, 90 Jordan, 99, 1989 Jordan, 88 Jordan,
Dude.
87 Jordan.
That is ridiculous.
That's why I think he's the greatest ever. We'll keep going. 86 Hawks.
Oh, Dominique.
I wish I could just put in their first name. Wilkins. How do you spell it?
Wilkins.
Oh, whoops. I spelled
Are
it
you
wrong.
spelling it like
Wilkins.
Yeah, there's a player with the last name.
85 Knicks.
Bernard King.
Yep. 84 Jazz.
That's Adrian Dantley. Or Adrian Griffith.
Yep, Dantley.
Dantley, yeah.
83, sorry. Nuggets.
That is one of my favorite players ever, Alex English.
Yep.
The all-time leading scorer for the entire 1980s decade.
Really?
Yep.
1982 Spurs.
George Gervin.
Whoa. Okay, Dantley's 81 too. 80's Gervin. 79's Gervin. 78's Gervin.
Yep.
77 Jazz.
77 Jazz. Is that Adrian Griffith? It's like Griffith.
Griffith does not come up.
I might be spelling his name wrong. Let me look up Adrian Griffith quick.
Quick pause.
Adrian Griffith. Is it Griffin or Griffith? Because I know there's like two. Hold on a minute.
I think it's Griffin.
I think it's Griffith. Because Adrian Griffin, I know, is a guy that played in the 90s. And I know there's an Adrian Griffith. I know I'm not tripping.
We are currently paused for those who are listening.
Am I spelling his name wrong? There's an Adrian Griffith. I know there is. Dude. I know I'm not like just thinking of this. Okay, we'll just move on. I know I know this player.
Okay, 77 Jazz, you didn't know. 76 Braves.
What?
Yeah.
What state is that? Oh, it's the Buffalo Braves. Bob McAdoo. MCADOO. If he's not that, it's gonna pop up another. But I know they're the Buffalo Braves, which were originally the Clippers.
Every year for the Braves. Okay, so that brings us back to 73 for the Kings.
The Kings, that's not Robertson, is it?
Robertson?
Yeah. If not,
no.
I don't know who it could be. I have no idea.
$72.
Try like Jerry Lucas.
Oh, I spelled his name wrong. No.
I don't know then. I might be Dave DeBuscher, but I don't want to spell his name.
DeBuscher. No.
It's annoying to spell.
Okay, Bucks.
Kareem. Abdul, Abdul, Jabbar, Gabbar.
Yep.
Okay.
Kareem, and then, why did that come up?
What?
That must not be right. I'll tell you about it after. 70, Jerry West. We have 1970. So that brings us to 1969, the Rockets.
The Rockets, is it Elvin Hayes? I don't think it's Elvin Hayes.
Yes, it is.
It is, okay.
68 Pistons.
Bob Lanier and or Dave Bing. I think it's Lanier. Lanier. And Lanier. If not him, it might be Dave Bing, but it might be neither.
It's Bing.
It's Bing, okay.
Okay, 67 Warriors.
Chamberlain. He's probably going to pop up a lot.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But that didn't... This quiz must be wrong, because 1967 Warriors, it wasn't Will.
No, it's probably Rick Barry. Or Brent, or no.
Oh, it is Rick Barry.
Rick Barry, yeah.
Okay, so 66 is Chamberlain, 65 is Chamberlain, 64, 63, 62, 61, and 60 are all Will.
Jeez, man.
So that leaves us to 1959 with the Atlanta Hawks. Were they the Atlanta Hawks?
Yeah, Bob Pettit. First ever NBA MVP.
Yep, Bob Pettit. That leaves us with 58, the Pistons.
Bro. Like, these are legitimate plumbers, bro. I don't know. 58, the Pistons. Is it... Oh, I know who it is. Is it Phil Chenier? Chenier.
No, I wish.
Is that him? No, okay, I don't know then.
Okay, so then it'd be 57 Warriors.
I'm cooked, bro. I don't know. I couldn't tell
56 Bob Pettit. 55 Warriors.
Whoever this dude is. Oh, it's I know exactly who it is. It is. What is his name? He is. Because I know an all-star team up. He is a Western shooting guard. It's Paul Arizin. Arizin.
Yep.
It's Paul Arizin.
For a couple of them.
Yep.
But that doesn't fill your spot. So Paul Arizin's 57 Warriors. Then 56 Hawks is Bob Pettit.
Yep.
Then 55, 54, 53 are Warriors, but we don't know who that is.
Is
then
it...
Paul Arizin is 52 for the Lakers.
Yeah.
Or 52 for the Warriors, I'm sorry. And then 51 and 50 are the Lakers, too.
Well, try Mikan. I don't think he was around then, but you could try Mikan.
No.
I have no idea then. We might have to call it quits here.
47, the Warriors. 48, the Stags.
Who?
You want to call it quits?
Yeah. So what year, basically, besides the 50s, like what years do we not have?
73, the Kings.
The Kings. Try Wayne Embry. Embry. I don't think it's him, but
Embry. Nope. So
70 in the Kings.
And then 77 Jazz. But besides that, you have them all. You have 61 to 72.
Is it Maravich? I definitely don't think he was around then, but try Maravich.
No. You want to give up?
Because I know who the player is, but I literally cannot think of his name right now.
Do you want me to give up?
Hang on. Jazz.
You can't just look it up.
Well, no, because I need his name. I know who it is. I need his name.
Oh, my goodness.
Am I tripping right now?
All right, we're giving up.
No. No, you're not. Stop it. Stop it.
I wish you guys could see his facial expression right now.
Bro, I know I'm not making up this player in my head.
For just tuning in, we are Desmond's naming all NBA scoring champions while I sit here and listen to him.
Dude, I know I'm not making this player up in my head.
And type it in.
Is it Gail Goodrich? I know he played for the Jazz, but I don't think it's Gail Goodrich.
No.
Are you spelling Gail Goodrich right?
Goodrich.
Yes, you are. Dude. Is this guy just not good? Am I that I'm thinking of? Is he just # not good? Is it Walt Bellamy?
I don't know how to spell that.
Bellamy. I know he played for the Jazz and was really good, but no. Give up.
All right, here we go.
I'm going to be very angry.
So we got 85, or you got 85%. Average score is 74%.
Okay.
I'm such an idiot. 77's Maravich. You had it right.
You spelled Maravich wrong.
Yes, I did.
You fool.
So it was Maravich.
Okay, so who's the other player? The Kings player.
Nate Archibald.
Oh, Nate. I forgot he led the league in scoring. Yep, that's on me. I should have known that. I kind of forgot he played for the Kings.
Pistons.
Bro, I do not care.
George Yardley.
I do not know who
You actually might have had a couple of these. I might have spelled it wrong. 55, Neil Johnston.
Nope. Don't know who that is.
51, George Mikan. I spelled that wrong.
Okay.
Is it Mikanen?
No, it's Mikan. Mikan.
Did you tell me that?
Yeah, I said Mikan.
Oh, my bad there. And then 48 is Max Zalosky.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
And then 47 is Joe Folks.
I don't know who that is.
The only one that's not 50s that you missed was Archibald.
And even then, I kind of forgot he played for the Kings, even though that's where he's really good. It's just when I think of Nate Archibald, I think of him on the Celtics. So
yeah, and besides that, all the other ones were 50s. So I think you did. I think it deserves a little bit of a round of applause.
Clap.
We have a live viewer.
Clap.
We have a live listener today in the studio with us.
All right.
You got anything else?
No.
Oh, God. This show is so chaotic. Thank you for listening.
I'm very brain dead right now.
Thank you for listening today to today's Sports Report. We know it's an hour early. On Monday, we'll be back to your 3 o'clock normal programming. But if you missed today's episode or parts of today's episode, tune into our YouTube page at Sports Report with Desmond and Liam. Right?
Yeah.
And then follow our Twitter at Sports Report PLT. Desmond, you have any other thoughts before we send it off?
No.
All right. Well, we hope you have a blessed weekend. Enjoy the NBA and NHL playoffs. And we'll talk to you guys next Monday here at 3 o'clock.
Bye.
Have a good one.